everybody and welcome back. My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called the Flower Patch. And at the Flower Patch I make beautiful artificial flower arrangements from wreaths, door swags, home decor, things for the garden like hanging baskets, wall baskets, plant pot arrangements, funeral tributes, weddings and much more. Well, I hope you all had a fantastic weekend, guys. I had, let's say, quite a relaxing one. My husband and I went to the garden centre and got some more plants for the garden, and I sat and watched my husband plant everything. He's taken over the garden outside. It used to be my job, but I don't mind. I'll sit and relax. So today I'm going to do a wreath. This is a 16-inch grapevine wreath. I've already prepared the ribbon where I've started at the back with the orange buffalo ribbon or checked at 6-inch, then the yellow flowery one with the white daisy at 5.5-inch, the plain orange at 5-inch, then the ones with the lemon on at 4.5-inch, and then the one in the centre I did at 3.5-inch. You thought I was going to say 4. So that's what we're going to do today, and the design that I've got in mind today is bring the arrangement over here, not filling this little piece in here, but then come down the centre as like a V shape into the centre. So it's just here and then here. So I just move my cup out of the way. It's very windy today, guys, very cold. I've been outside and raining. Me and my son went to take Benji for a walk and we got absolutely wet through, but never mind. Right, let's go through the floral today. I've got out some roses, some orange roses with a little bit of yellow in, some buds. I thought we could incorporate those for the length to bring some of them down as well. And the ones that my wholesale said was yellow, I'm going to use these and some of those to go around the top, and maybe one also to come down the centre. So that's what we've got for those. I wanted to incorporate some white wild daisies. I didn't just want it white, orange and yellow. I thought let's get a bit of wild daisy in, bring again the odd one down, and some around here and at the back also. I've also got my wispy bits. Can't go without my wispy bits, guys. So I thought I'll add yellow, because there is a lot of orange. We'll have some yellow calla lilies. Now I've cut these off the stem already, prepared those. I have cut these off a main stem and put the odd one on a pick. Some of our beautiful little oranges with their own foliage, and I want to incorporate the oranges again because there is a lot of orange. So because of that reason, and I've got lemon on the bow. I haven't got a bow what's got oranges on, slices of orange. I need to get something like that. So I thought let's get the lemons in. I've got two. I've got another one over there that I could get out of the packet, maybe bring the odd one down, or oh my goodness, or split it and bring one coming down at the front as well. So that's what we've got for that. Now for our foliage, now I've got out some oddments. I wanted to start using my oddments because they're all collecting. I keep using fresh stems, so all the oddments are all collecting. I must get rid of them. So I've got some tarrogan that I did, this is fresh off a stem, but I've placed them already, prepared them and placed single ones on their own pick instead of having a bunch or a cluster. And I've got some of these that I used on one of the foliage sprays that I had. I've placed some on picks as well, just so I've got a different variety of greenery with a bit of white in. Again, maybe bring the odd one coming down in the center. And then I've got, oops, I've just oh, I've just pulled one off, guys. I don't know where that's come, but I'm sure we'll find it as we go along. One of the hops, oh, it's there. We have got just a few oddments of these left, so I thought let's use these up and just get some of those in also. I have got out my slough, my faithful slough. Again, I've got out just a few that I placed on their own picks also, to use maybe to come around here and fill in places that may have a few gaps. I've also got out my beautiful bay leaves that are also, I've took out of a fresh bunch because I didn't have any left on single stems, so I think I've used about 3 bunches and I've placed them all on single picks, so they're all prepared as and when I need them. Now I have got out my fern, Himalayan maidenhair fern, the one that I love, that I've also placed on their own picks as well. But I've also got some other fern as well, which is very similar, but has got a little darker down near the bottom and a bit limey on the top. And I thought that may have 2 different ferns, both look the same, but one with a different shade or tone. And then I've got my oriental ruscus. Again, I want that for the length down there, and maybe a couple of strips coming out either side and a little small piece behind the bow. So that is what we've got today. Let me move my stove because that gets in my way. So you may be able to hear the heat today, guys, because it is chilling. So let's just move that down there. Molly's in the house. I've shut the door so we can't get it out, and leaving him like in the warmth so he doesn't get cold. My husband says I treat them like a baby, but he's my fur baby. So, oops, let me just stick that one back on. I'm just having a look. And I think I want to bring just one stem by itself coming down, and then use the other one for around the top. I wonder if I've got some of that. Oh no, I think I've used all my vine, but that's what I want to do with that. So let's cut this one short straight away. And apologies if you can hear the diggers again, they're still on it. I think they finish in June. That seems ages away, especially the noise, but there's nothing we can do. So I'm going to go behind and attach it behind our bow so it just hangs down. And this, what I'm doing with this is creating my boundary area and where I'm going to be designing. So if I just, I can see it's dark behind here. I need to get some more light. So we have that effect. So then that, and then I can move this again however I'd like, but I do want the longer pieces within the centre. Like so. We may get disturbed, guys, because I know, I mean, it is nearly 1 o'clock, but I know I've got a delivery coming. I don't know when. Fingers crossed we don't get disturbed and it comes a bit later. Let me just make sure that's central. There. So then I'll use this one. And I'm going to chop away on this one. Well, the lady's collected all of her hanging baskets, so it looks bare there now. But she sent me a text message stating that she is one extremely happy customer, so that's nice. I like it when I get positive feedback. So let's just bend that over and do the same with this one. Bring this on this side. Give it a slight little bit of a bend, not too much that it's, you know, quite sharp. We don't want that. Now these, I place these more central, so I'm going to cut these a little bit shorter. And these are push-ups, so I'll push slightly up, but I still want a bit of the length. Like so. I keep wanting to place a wreath on my door, but because of the wind, oh gosh, and the rain, I know I protect my wreaths with the waterproof spray, but oh my gosh, with the wind, it just keeps banging away on the door. Let's just alter. In fact, I want to say, I know it looks a bit bare there, but I'm going to start filling it with quite a bit of fern. Hence the reason I've done quite a bit and placed them on their own picks. I've got a mixture here. I've got some of the ones, the Himalayan fern that I buy, what's expensive, and some from the other one from a wholesaler. I wanted a mixture of the different textures, so it's not just all one. Right, so I'm going first of all to place one in the centre. I'm just manipulating these because they have got wiring, just so they just slightly lean. My son, who's autistic, it's his day off of work and he really enjoyed coming out and taking Benji. I let him hold the lead or leash, who, you know, whichever you say it in. In the UK we call it a lead. Oh no, my goodness. He loves out like that. We was both, as I say, really wet. And it was worth it though. We went to the shop as usual. I always take Benji and get him a treat every day, because we could take him in the shop as long as he's on his lead. So what you see me doing here, I'm just basically putting quite a lot of these in. The sunflower wreath's gone, so I needed something in its place. So the customer came and purchased the sunflower wreath. So I thought I need something there. Let's get another wreath done. As you can see, there's a space. The sunflower wreath was up there, but then I moved the what is it? The one and only queen bee up there because it looked bare up there. So that's what I do, guys. I move things around if it looks a bit bare. Let's just have a look from the front. Right, I need something here. My other son's got a week off of work, so that's it now. I won't see him. He'll be in bed till afternoon. Brandon's an early riser, that's the autistic one. He's usually up really early. But Jordan, oh my good gracious me, no. How different they are concerning that. That's not gone in. Let's just have a quick look. I'm going to bring a couple down as well. I'm not going to cut these short. I want to see just by bringing, yeah, what I want to do is bring them both by the side of the vine. So if I take it from here, again, I don't want to go too far. I don't want to be bringing it down here. I want to stay up here with this. So let's just add some more of fern, but in the different one. I could easily add orange fern, but then let's have a look. Let's just grab a bit to see what texture that gives it. I may add the odd one, so I'll keep a few out if I can find any oddments. 1, 2, 3, 4, one more, 5. So if I just keep 5 out. But again, I want, it's mainly a fern wreath where there is a lot of it on. I'm going to bring some around the front. This is smaller in size. So let's do it on this side as well. Lift up the ribbon or the bow. I have had a request for somebody asked me if I would do something that would sit on top of your mantle. They have asked me if I could do it in 6 foot length, which is 180 centimetres. I can do it in that length, but it's whether if I have it in here anybody purchases it. If not, then I'm going to be wasting floral or, you know, foliage with it just being there. So I can do a smaller size of one, and then I don't mind, you know, because not everybody wants something 6 foot in length, but just to give an idea of what one would look like on the mantle. I could sit it across here, but just like I do like a Christmas garland and place it over the top, but by using trays, you know, what you'd put your foam in and things like that. Again, I wouldn't do one, like I say, is too big, because and plus there is some ladies and gentlemen out there who are beginners. I don't want to bombard them with too much. Just bend that up slightly. I'm going to bring some up here. I'm just turning them around because these leaves on these stems do twist around. So I'm just trying to get them facing all the correct way. I'm looking for ones what I've got like 3 on, like that. Some have only got 2 on. As you can see, that one's only got 2 on, so I'm going through them. Let's have a look. Again, I want it quite busy, full of a lot of fern. Because there's people out there who just, they're not one for, you know, certain different types of foliage. Some people just like one type of foliage. So I like to do things for people who, has that got 2 on here? That's, oh no, 3. I like to cater for all needs, you know, with people just liking one foliage or 2 foliage. I like to do a bit of everything for different people, what they like. Doesn't that look pretty? Just a little greenery. I wonder if I can bring those up a bit. I want one there, I want some here. I have got lots of this. This fern anyway. Let's twist that. I just want to make it so it's fluffy, it's got a bit of volume. I'll bring one there also. You can see. I need something at the back there, just here. I can remember when I got all these guys and I cut them all off of the main stem. So I'd got them all prepared for when I needed them. And I think then after when I'd done them I regretted it because sometimes I wanted them full. I just need to get that. Just trying to, that's better. So now I need something in the centre. Do I please? The orange. See, I quite like it where it's just the green. We'll just keep with the green for now. I'm going to place, I think, 2 up here. A bit around here. Push that one up. I think that should have got it, yeah. So let's see here. See, these aren't on a long enough, oh I don't know, is it push-ups? No, they're not long enough. Right, so let me just place these back together. So there's a lot of fern on there, so if you're looking for something quite simple to do, you know, and you're trying to budget with your finances, and you've got a lot of one type of foliage, you know, try and use it like something along this sort of arrangement, or any other arrangement actually, you know, and just try and do an arrangement with just one type of foliage or two, you know, depending on what you've got. If you've got a lot of something, and see what you can create. I'm sure you can create something beautiful. If I know you guys, I'm sure it'll be absolutely fabulous. Let me get my bucket. I'll place it down there for when I don't need things. Right, I'm going to, let's have a look at these. Placing some mixing something like this, because when it comes to actually placing in our floral, they are pretty. I will want to bring one down here, and then also with our lemons and oranges, I want to incorporate that in and around the whole of that wreath. So let's get some long ones to bring down in here as well. So we don't want this too bare. I know it's going to be filled with the flowers and also our fruit. I want to bring these around here. Just slightly manipulate that over. Again, not coming too far down, trying to keep within our boundary that we've created. I can't do it from that side. Just twist that. And that one. Again, giving it that. I'm going to bring these two at the top, just up here. Like so. So that's those used. I don't know about these guys. I think they may spoil it. We'll see as we go along. I may change my mind. You know me, guys, what I'm like for changing my mind. Right, we've got oddments of these. Now I want to place these in perhaps nearer to the, you know, the bits, just adding them in. So I'm going to put those in like filler foliage around a bit later on, and maybe so with our bay leaves as well. So we'll keep those there and there. Right, flowers. we're going to bring some up here. I don't know whether to use the bigger ones or make it small. I don't know. I'm going to put a big one in the centre. Let's cut it at a 22-degree angle to get that more of a point. And just turn it around, guys, just to see where it underneath the bow. Let's just lift. Lift that head slightly up. They are very long, so I'm wondering if to bring one down here. Let's just, yeah, I can get one there. I'm just taking into consideration how the length I've had if I cut them. So I could have one just slightly longer than this. If I go from behind. Oh, it's come out. Let's try again. Take the glue off. It's got to go right under here. Trying to make it central. I could actually place another one just a bit further up. I'm going to do that. Bear with me a moment, guys. I have to do this face on. Oops, I've just pulled that on. Oh my goodness. Right, let me fluff the bow back up. So it's something along those lines. Let me turn the heater off, guys, because it's blowing too hot for me. Doesn't that look pretty with just the roses there? Because with our lemons, oh, can get that out. I want to incorporate and mix in the lemons for the yellow. And these have got wire in. And I can pull them off. I could place one behind or extend. I've got one what's longer actually. That looks pretty behind. Well, I have got one what's longer. So I may need the longest stemmed one for it to go down. Yeah. And then use these sparingly. I think I'll pull bits off for those. Right. I'm going to use, I think, for the other orange, I'm going to bring those around here because they're on smaller stems. So we'll place them in the bucket. Oops, I've just dropped some glue. One with a bigger head. Just come around here. I just want to see if it's I tend to sometimes bring the heads forward just so you can see what they are, you know, facing towards yourself. I think I may want one up here as well. That's one. I don't know whether to do. Now I'm going to have a few buds around as well. I'm just bringing that within, bending the head just so you can see a bit of the colour. And I'm going to place some buds in. I've got I'm going to place one down there. Gosh, I'm ticking quiet without that heater blowing. Just going to bring a couple just at the bottom. On either side. One moment, that's bent itself upwards. Just cut it a little bit shorter. so bring a couple of these ones. Trying to look for some that's very similar to each other. What's the daisy? Just have a look at that from the front. And just bring the foliage in and around it. I don't think I need any more of these orange roses either. Put those in. I can feel glue all around my hair. And it's an awkward feeling. Right, let's think about these lemons. I want to get in a contrast of colour. So, do I use these ones? I've got some other lemons that are oddments, if I'm going to use around there, and then save these longer ones. But I do need this long stem, because I want this long stem. If I just manipulate it again, because it is on paperback, and I can, even the lemons have got wire in them, so I can manipulate that as well to stick up and outwards. I was thinking again of having that. Just lift up the vine and incorporate it and bring that down, because obviously we don't want it spreading, we want it just to come downwards. So I think I'm gonna do that. So let's see where I need to bend it there. So I'm going to do that. I'm not going to cut the stem. I'm going to lift up, come from underneath. I've just cut a leaf with the glue. Go in there. I will straighten it up, guys, when I look at it from the front. That is bendy. So put that there. Bring that down too. And a few lemons here. So like that. Then I could get an orange, incorporate an orange. Now then, or do I? Let me just have a look at my oddments, guys. I'm sure I've got some oddments in lemons. Yes, I have. They're here. Right on top. So there's 6 of those a moment. I've got 2 here with twigs on. Oh my gosh. Again, I do save things. I wouldn't throw these away as well. These are what have been cut off of a stem and I've not used. They may look nice. Up here, they are quite big, these. No, they're a bit too big. And then I have, you know, I wouldn't throw them. Because if I'm doing a small arrangement, these will come in handy. They'd be perfect. Let me think. I do like the idea of the bigger ones. You have to work around them, guys. I'm going to place one there and one there. So one where it's quite, let's use those 2. I'm going to place one up here and then also one here. So I'm going to do them where you see these roses. I want to place one in between them. So let's just cut like so. And I'm going to place them from the front under here. If I can get it in. No, that's a bit too long. Let's get that glue off. Take that leaf off. I tried to see if I could do it with the leaf. So we'll cut it down. We'll save the leaf again. That could be used as filler. Oh my gosh, I've lost a lemon. Where's it gone? Oh, right. Let's get a bit of glue on the end of where the lemons fell off instead of on the lemon. I don't want it. Let's push that back in. Wipe any glue off. Got a glue string here that's attached to itself. But we've got that, guys. So that's where I'd like that. And then I want another one as well. Let me check the lemons before. Well, they seem all right. So I want to do the same with this one. Let me just turn it around, guys, so I can see. Look for a gap. Now orange. Again, I want to mix in some oranges with these because these are on picks. What I'm going to do, because the grapevine is here, I'm going to stick some out here and then maybe use the grapevine down at the bottom just to elongate it slightly and have a few down there as well. I have got some obviously with the foliage, what's still on, like that. And I may elongate that and bring that down. So let me just place these smaller ones in first. Of the oranges. And again, like I say, we're using the grapevine down here. Just to hang that in like that. We'll do the same on the other side. You've heard of the nursery, right? Orange and lemons, the bells of St. Clement's. And then I want one down here. So we're going to place a longer one. See? No, I want one with this. Oh, there's one. No, I'm going to place two. See how I keep changing my mind, guys? So we're going to lift that up. And have those there. Oh, I can see a big glue string. So I do want oranges and lemons up above as well. So let's have a look. I'm going to place these. I will do the bow later, guys. I'm just going to leave it until we've got, you know, we're nearer to the end, because it just keeps getting flat. Otherwise, if I keep doing what I'm doing, I always seem to spend a lot of time on the bows. Right, let's get that one in there. And just bend that. And do it the same on the opposite side. Bring that one there. Oh, I talk about my bow. I'm not going to touch it, but I just can't help myself. When it looks creased, it just... Don't it just get you? You know, you think, oh my gosh, I can't work knowing that it's all gone flat because I've pressed into it. I've leant against it. So then you think, oh, I need to fluff it. That'll do for now. So let's have a look. Let me just come out and stand out from the front, guys. Right, under the bow, they need oranges. right under the bow. If you can see, it's missing. It's got a massive gap. It may have the big headed roses there, but it is missing something. Because we've got a lot of lemons down the bottom, we need to balance that by placing in an orange. So let's have a look if we've got that one will do. Just cut that off. Tidy that up a bit. Oh, so it is. Right here, it's just too gapey for me, especially, so we need something there. If I hold that like that and just turn it just there to fill in that gap, because we've got a lot of lemons all down here. I will bring up some lemons around here. I've finished that with the lemons there. I'm not going to place any more oranges with those lemons, but I do need something here. We've got a lemon there and there's one just hiding here, so I need another orange there. If I placed, I don't think a lemon, you see these are different lemons. Mind you, that is a lemon, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, they are lemons, they're just different colour. They're a lighter one. See, and they're a bigger one but lighter. So orange. So even if I did it with an orange, like so. But we need to just fill that gap in. So I've got two of these. So I could place these together. As one. And do this, like I say, because they are lemons, believe it or not. So if I bring the oranges there, and I'm going to do that, guys, because they... Again, we do need that gap filling, because as you see now I've removed it, it looks quite bare. So if I just place that one, bring that one in like so. Just cut that one a little bit and then do the same with this one. If I can get it in. I'm rubbish with my left hand. And then bring that forward. Let's have a look from the front. And there. So then we've got that now sorted, and it's all been filled. So lemons, let's have a look. Now again, as I said, I could easily tear the odd bit off, because we've got that there. I'm going to use one of those because I've got that. I'm going to place the orange. Oh, that's come off with something. I'm going to place the oranges and lemons together in one cluster in here. I'll just get a pick on that one. Place that in. So these are my oddments of oranges and lemons. So I'm going to Let's see. I'm going to pull these apart. And again, you can see these are on paperback. I've got a bit of foliage here we'll use. And I'm going to take this paper off what's all straggy, because I don't like to see that. I think it looks quite messy and unprofessional if you leave it like it is. And the same on these also. Just tear it off. And then, did I place my... No guys, I am so unprepared today. I've got brown tape because the stems are brown. I use the same colour tape as what the stems are. If they were black, I'd use black floral tape, but these are brown, so I'm using my brown and I'm attaching it on to keep the paper in place so it doesn't peel off, and again make it look unprofessional. Give it the proper finish, because if a customer came and they liked what they saw straight in front, but then they brought the item, took it home, and then some customers will have a good look at it once it's at home to see if everything looks nice, if it's, you know, a proper job. And then they've got nothing to come back on you with. And I always say that you can't get your customers coming back on you if you do the correct job. So I'm going to place these in like that, one either side, and then I'm going to have one in the centre. So hence the reason I've left this one longer. So let's just get this. Let's just move that. Like that. Place that one like that. Let me just turn it around, guys, so I can see the position. Yeah, and then I'm going to place that one at the top in the centre like so. So then it's all balanced out. Cut it shorter. Yeah. Like it is. And then bring these through as well, so that you've got them popping through. You just have a look. It needs to be pushed that side a little. Right, so that's what you've got. So I don't need any more lemons. So then that balances all that out at the top and at the bottom by using the same lemons here as we've got here, or should I say here as we've got down at the bottom. I could place that in as well with that coming off of the lemons, so I'll place that behind. in. So, right, we may not even need the filler, guys. I just want a little bit of white in, just to give, you know, bring it alive. Again, you know, just, and also a bit of texture. Again, I could bring some down here, incorporate it within. I want one. So, let's see, I'm gonna bring one definitely down here. Again, I want, see, do I use those ones now? I can't make my mind up now because I've got some others what are a bit more wispy. And you can, oh my gosh, you can push these up, guys. Let me just take one off. They're a bit longer, and with them having a longer stem, I may be able to reach places that these seem to not be able to reach. Or are they too long? See, they look like they're hiding it. I can feel glue strings all over my face. They may be better up here for a bit of white. But here I think may need to be these. Well, you don't have to use these, you can use, you know, anything, daisies, you know, things like that. I think the smaller ones here with a bit of foliage would look better, and the grass. I'm just working it out, guys, or is it too much? Maybe too much. Because I just wanted a yellow and an orange arrangement, but I wanted white to lift it. Oh, you see, they look nice there. Place that there. I'm just placing things so I can see from the front. See, I can't really see them. I can't really see them, and they don't seem to be adding any interest. So they're going out immediately. If I don't think, that's how I work, guys. If I don't think that they're adding any interest, they're not going to do anything for the arrangement. I do that, well, I was taught that way. Again, if they don't add anything, then that's when you stop with those, especially. I'm just going to be checking now to see if anything else adds any interest. Calla lilies, let's try those. Now they do. they add a little bit more interest around the top. With it being yellow, and perhaps one down the bottom. Yeah, it's those. So it's not those, guys. I thought it may look a bit better with those. I'm not going to add in, no, oh, I don't know with those. Could be still with those. Let me just place all this back together. These have got little clips at the top what click on, what should hold them in place. So I'm not going to use those either. Maybe those. I'm going to use those. I'm not going to use any of these. Because again, it's not going to add nothing else to the arrangement. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm not going to overload it with these. So what I'm going to do with the calla lilies, I'm going to place, I've got one with the shortest stem, one in the grapevine here. I'm just going to place it in. That's going to go behind the oranges. I'm going to place one around here for that movement, and so on the opposite side again one around there. Oops, they may have drooped, guys, but if I'm just wanting to show you where I want to place them. One around there, and then one around there, like so, and then this one back here. That's where I'm going to move. So that has given our movement for our arrangement. So I'm going to get those in. Let's just see. That needs to go a little bit higher. There. So that's going to go here. Now I can see where it needs to be. Oh, it's so full behind here, I can't. Cut that one. Do the same with that. And that's going to go around here. So that movement there. Lift those up. do another one under here. And then the one at the bottom, which will go behind the oranges. So that's what we have with our calla lilies. So we don't need those now. So we'll just place those away in our bucket. You see, I keep looking at these guys because look, if you've noticed now we've got a lot of yellow. So again, I've looked at these, and by looking at them, they do add interest. So that's saying to myself, you can carry on with the wreath. Again, how I've said before, if you place something in and look at it and you think, well, that you don't really, it's not adding no interest, don't put it in. Or, you know, once you've finished your wreath and you think, oh, well, I'll just add a little bit more. Look at it when it's, you know, you're placing it. Don't actually put it in, just sit it behind, have a look and think, no, it's not looking very, you know, it's not doing anything. That's it, stop. Stop what you're doing, you're finished. I've just looked at these and I think by adding just, I've got 5 out, you know, I can put 1 down below, that may add nice interest there. Again, how I've just done with the calla lilies, but go in between. So I've got 1, the 2, I could even like go 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 5 there, and not have anything down at the bottom here, because then it looks a bit too odd and I'm coming further down and I don't want to do that. I want to keep it where it is. So I'm going to place 4 around the top and then 1 again down near the bottom. So if I place, just cut this one and place this in the grapevine, and I'm going to go behind the calla lily now. So it's going to be like orange, yellow, orange, yellow. So that's just, let's have a look. No, that doesn't look right there either. So I'm taking that out, guys. Because it's just a single leaf, it didn't look right, it looked lost, so it's coming out. So let's place 1. So I'm placing 1 here, as you can see, and this is going to the back. I don't want it near the front, and again I can manipulate that to do that. So what I do on one side, I will do on the other side. Got to think where it's gone now. I will alter it if when I look at it from the front, if it's not looking correct. I will bend it in position, and again do that there. Kid you not, guys, I am terrible with my left hand. And I'm going to place one there. Take all that blue off. And then one, if I can get it in, just there. So just snip that off. Right, so let me just look from this angle. Right, they need to be brought forward. So that down a little bit. And then that. Straighten up our bow. Bring off. Right, let's just have a look with the tarrogan. Right, I can add in a few bits of these, not too many, around the ribbon area. Just to give it that bit of cream, light colour, and I'm going to just place them in randomly. I know I want to put just some here. Oops. Again, I don't want to go too far down. I want to try and stick within the perimeter of our boundary that we've created. That's it, I don't want to place any more in. It's not going to do nothing by taking them around the top. You won't see them, they are small, so I'm keeping those out from the top area. I'll fluff my bow. I'll have to get a bow what's got oranges on, an print of an orange segments. So there we have it, guys. Let me just come away and stand from the front. Yeah, that's it. I've just quick look, and as soon as I looked at it, I couldn't see anything that needed to be added into it. Again, this is a different style wreath that you can do. Instead of either the crescent shape, which is half of a moon, or the full wreath. This is just, you can just do like you've seen the wreaths where they're at the top and you've got the bow coming down, or the bow here and the arrangement coming up. This is a different one where you can do the bow, the arrangement coming down, and then a centerpiece going down like a swag, basically, going down into a point in through the center, but showing both sides of your grapevine, so you can still see the woody effect to it. So sorry about all the little mishaps, guys, where I was things was coming off and me changing my mind and things like that. It's just that I'm very particular. If it doesn't look right, I'll take it apart. If I'm on the video and I'm doing it and I've got this far and I just think the whole lot doesn't look right, I will take the whole lot out. It's very rare I've done that. When I was a beginner, I've done things like that. You know, don't be ashamed of yourself or embarrassed because you think, oh gosh, that's rubbish, I'm taking it apart. Don't be. That's the way you learn. That's the only way you can learn, you know, by correcting your mistakes, so to speak. And there's people out there, you know, even people like myself who's been doing floral or floristry for over, you know, 18 years, 20 years, who've been doing it, and then they do something and they just say, no, it just doesn't look right, and they take it apart. No shame in it, guys, none whatsoever, but I have to get it right, because I look at it like if a customer came in now and wanted that, and I could see something wasn't right, I would be honest and tell the customer, and I would, you know, basically say to the customer, it's not quite finished, I need to rearrange bits of it, I need to take things out and replace things because it's not to what I would basically do to look pleasing to the eye, so to speak. So I just wanted to show you that, you know, it's not all about doing a wreath where it's half a crescent, the full wreath, and so on and so on. You can do this and then go down the center as well. So again, I hope you enjoyed that. Again, sorry for keep stopping and changing my mind and things like that, but again, like I say, I'm a perfectionist, I have to get it right, because things like this are being sold, and if I don't see it's right, then the customer who knows about things, who, you know, they're gonna spot it, and I don't want that. So hence the reason I'm a perfectionist, and like many more of you out there, I know that. So guys, again, if you've got something like this, and again, like I stated earlier, and you've got a lot of one greenery, and you think, crikey me, I'm gathering all this sort of greenery, I need to get rid of some of it, just place in that one greenery. As you saw, mine is majority of it's fern, and then I've got oddments where I've placed in, not a lot of oddments, but oddments. And that's another way to get rid of some of your oddments, is use them as filler foliage, or use them as a bit of like I've got this in, this is patchouli. If you've got some of that, I've only placed in 2 here and then 2 here. I've only had that, I didn't have anything else. Oh sorry, and 2 up here. I only had 6 small stems. I needed to get rid of it, you know, so why not place it in here? It's a beautiful light coloured foliage. It will go with anything, around the sides looks like a creamy colour which will blend in with anything. So hence the reason I placed it in. And again, the tarrogan being flocked, that goes with anything. It's like lamb's ear, you know, that texture. So I just added the odd bits of those in, and just 5 of these, you know, even though I've got loads more, you know, I didn't need to add in lots. I wanted mainly green foliage, and I wanted to get rid of some of my fern. So hence the reason we've used fern. So again, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. And if you've got, you know, whether it be a small wreath, you know, even if it's a 10-inch wreath, just have a little practice if you've never done anything like this. If you've got any artificial fruits, or even if you've got, you could use, oh no, I've got them, the little ball things. Let me just grab them. I mean, I've got several colours. I haven't just got one colour. I have got lots of colours, but the little thistly balls, you could use those as well, and use instead of fruit, and practice with things like this. That will help you as well. If you've got several different colours, if like you've got this and then you've got a white one, place them together and, you know, incorporate them as though there was fruit, you know, and use them like that and add those in. They would be lovely. Lovely. Oh, the nice colour that. When I look at, beautiful against the yellow as well. Anything like that. Just use something like that if you haven't got fruit. And just add in the odd flower. Again, I haven't added in a lot of roses. I've just added in a small amount, 3 big ones down here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably 5 or 6 at the top. I can't quite remember. And then just do a bow. Do a bow. I haven't got long tail ends because I wanted to see this going down the centre. If I had long tail ends, it was going to hide that, and I didn't want that, so I cut them short. And again, have fun. You can only have fun, and you know, take your time. If don't, you know, be patient. Again, take it apart, take a leaf out if it's not right, like you saw me. I pulled one out, placed it somewhere else. Just do that, guys. You know, that's the best thing about artificial. You can remove them and place them somewhere else. So again, have lots of fun, and I hope you enjoyed that. I will do a small close-up, and I will see you tomorrow. So please subscribe, share and like to your friends, family, to the world, and have a wonderful day and all the best, guys. I love you lots, and thank you for all your new subscribers. It's very, 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 very touching. Words just can't express how much it means to me. Again, I say this a lot. It's, you know, I'm just doing videos because I love doing them and I love to help people. I don't get paid for this, you know. I love teaching, so give it a go. So have fun, and I love you all. So God bless, guys. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye for now. Right, guys. Oh, that was rubbish today. This is going to be quite a close-up because I've got the camera quite on a big number today. So there's your little roses, guys. They're like a two-tone with a deeper yellow, a bit of yellow. It may not look yellow on the camera. And then you've got your orange there. Then you've got your, just here, your oriental ruscus. You've got your, let's have a look, your lemons up here with your orange Himalayan fern, and your patchouli just there, your variegated one, with your little calla lillies, and your bigger roses just down here as well, with your, again, your oranges, lemons, and your fern where it's got darker at one end and lime at the other, and then your other fern, your Himalayan fern, where it's just green. And then again, like you say,